For decades, Sarah Jessica Parker has been more than a star. She's a force of nature, the beating heart of New York in heels, immortalized as Carrie Bradshaw, yet shaped by storms the world never saw. Long before the glittering image, she was a child in Nelsonville, Ohio, born on March 25, 1965, into a drafty house where winters bit through thin walls. Bills went unpaid, holidays often passed without presents or candles, and her parents split when she was 3. When her mother Barbara remarried Paul Forresty, a kind, steady man with 4 children of his own, Sarah joined a blended family of 8, living on stretched meals, shared mattresses, and constant awareness of cost. There was no room for fragility. While other kids played, Sarah immersed herself in ballet, singing, and acting. By 8, she was in classes, by 11, auditioning, because talent wasn't a hobby, it was survival. Her early years were a constant commute between Nelsonville and New York, juggling professional children's school, homework on subways, and auditions with whatever food she could grab between rehearsals. Rejection was relentless, not tall enough, not striking enough, they told her. Yet she persisted. At 17, square pegs revealed her odd, authentic charm. Footloose and Firstborn followed, and by 20, she had built a resume spanning Broadway, television, and film, not luck but stubborn endurance. Then came the detonation. In 1998, at 33, she stepped into Carrie Bradshaw and changed television forever. Sex and the City wasn't just a show, it was a cultural earthquake, giving women language for independence, desire, and friendship. As the series exploded, Sarah endured 14-hour shoots, endless fittings, and the pressure of carrying a phenomenon. Even as tabloids mocked her looks and the public blurred Sarah with Carrie, she collected Emmys, Golden Globes, and an unprecedented salary, yet carried the memory of a childhood where the lights were sometimes shut off. She transformed that success into a business empire, fragrances like Lovely, fashion lines, the SJP shoe collection, a production company, and even a wine label, not vanity projects but proof she was more than one character. Some ventures soared, others stung, but she kept building, learning, and reinvesting. Her personal life bore its own trials. She loved Robert Downey Jr., supporting him through addiction until walking away after 7 years, later admitting regret but acceptance. Years later, she met Matthew Broderick, whose quiet steadiness contrasted past chaos. They married in 1997, weathered distance and tabloid rumors, and built a family, son James in 2002, and twin daughters Tabitha and Marion via surrogacy in 2009. Motherhood became the safety she never knew. Loss and tension shadowed her path. A rift with Kim Cattrall over pay and wounded expectations surfaced publicly, yet Sarah chose grief and grace over retaliation. She mourned her beloved stepfather Paul in 2022, and Willie Garson, her longtime friend, barely a year prior, losses that no script could fill. Today, with decades of relentless work, restored townhouses, a Hamptons cottage, and closets of couture each holding a story, Sarah Jessica Parker lives not as a distant icon but as a woman who knows exactly what it took to get here. She raises her children, loves her husband, gives quietly to causes reflecting the girl she once was, and keeps moving forward. She is defined not by comfort but by hunger, heartbreak, hard-won grace, and refusal to let any storm, public or private, extinguish her.